Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. We are just now starting our world champion, José Capablanca, birthday stream. And I almost did not stream this morning until I remembered that it was José Capablanca's birthday, and I felt that the show should go on.
Namaste sir, am back again after so long again.
As well, good morning, how are you?
Kingslayer Sloan
said. Hello.
Good morning, Rogan. I almost did not stream this morning as we lost one of our co-teachers yesterday, as he had passed away very young, in his 30s, possibly an accidental death at home. He was not well and had just recovered from some surgery and some other things, so I almost didn't make it.
Kingslayer Sloan.
But it is Capablanca's birthday. Yeah, I was somewhat okay in the evening yesterday, even though the ghosts of our interactions will haunt me for a bit. And then this morning it hit me a little bit harder, and I almost didn't want to get out of bed. So it took me an extremely long time to decide, you know what, it's Capablanca's birthday today, and the show must go on. Andre would have liked that. He is one of our team leaders. Well, wait a minute, he was one of our team leaders. Why is it not showing that he's a team leader? He would organize tournaments in the dojo. This is strange that he's not listed up above. This is strange. Why are Kingslayer Sloan, the well-heeled king, showing and no one else? Unless there's something in the settings for the team leaders. Hide team member list. That's not a problem. Leader teams. Settings. Very unusual that he's not showing. I wonder if all of those people who could do it before, unless they remove themselves from the team by accident. You do have to be a member of the team to be a team leader. But I don't even see the settings for the team leaders, unless they're separate. Team leaders. Oh, team leader settings. Public, public, public. Oh, visible as a team leader on the page. Strange that Andre is not listed here. That's so bizarre. Unless his account has been closed. Yeah, we'll list him. Oh no, the games have begun. There we go. Wake up call, everybody. Wake up call. Life is fleeting indeed. Good morning.
Hello, Sensei. How is it going?
It's going swimmingly. For those of you who have not yet joined the dojo, that is the link to find the tournament. 1A3? What? I actually need B4 at the moment. A3 is a very real move, Magnus. A3 is a very real move. So now we're at 120 for B4s. We are at 120 for B4s. Is my opponent trying to 4-move checkmate me? What is up with that? We're just going to continue on our merry way with our development as usual. Nothing at all to be seen here, folks. Nothing at all to be seen here. Takes. Should we go for the rook? Should we allow this to happen? Alright, well, let's go for the rook. After all, he does have bishop to d4 to try to stop me from taking his rook clean. At least. At the very least. Queen f4. Is he setting up the other checkmate? It looks as though he is setting up the other checkmate. It's time to pay him a visit a different way. Somehow I knew he wouldn't take with the queen, which would have spoiled my plans. Just a little bit. We are getting closer to our goal. Our goal of full activation. So let's see. Should we give him a checkup? Another checkup. As quickly as we can. Oh, I had a queen takes c8 check there. Would that have been a pure mate? No, I guess not. Started streaming 10 minutes ago. Did I really start streaming 10 minutes ago? More like 13 minutes. Took Lee Chess 3 minutes to recognize me. So Rogan, if you're still here, I think Rogan is actually streaming nearby. Is Rogan streaming nearby? Not this morning? That's unusual. I can't find a good greeting for somebody. But c'est la vie. All right, let's pick it up, folks. Let's pick it up. Energy. We need more energy in the stream. That's what we need. We need more energy in the stream. GM Fisher versus Ariel Zamora. We have 2 knights, a queen, and a rook versus 1 knight, 2 rooks, and a queen. Something seems wrong with this picture. I would probably force simplification if I were not down a knight. See, this is not a good idea. Not really a good idea to force simplification here. But at least white's rook is more active than black's rook. There's a small problem. Fairly certain that, besides the fact that it's not me, we'll find our way around here. How do you follow up on this without hanging your rook? Queen to e1, rook to d1. Guess that's going to have to do it. Queen to e1. GM Fisher has an extra knight. Chose this man. I don't know. I think I would have played to activate the rook in the corner much faster, because we can't let this happen. This knight is getting a little bit too close for comfort, and he's going to jump back into the center with knight c6, and then we're going to be in trouble because the knight on c6 is going to be attacking the rook, and then the knight is going to leap toward f3. Ariel Zamora is only not strong for a particular reason. I think queen to e1 and rook to d1 were absolutely essential. You don't want to chase him to a square that he wants to go to. Oh my gosh. Now the rook has to go back. And the knight goes to d4. Exactly where we didn't want it. This is a small gain. If only we had the d4 square for our queen. Well, what about that move last move? In this position, that was a pretty decent move last move. Rook to d6 was a good candidate move on the previous turn. And we're still struggling. The good news about queen to e5 is that the knight can no longer go to e5. We still can't take twice there. No, we can't take twice there because our rook is hanging. Why are we simplifying? Oh, I see. I apologize, everyone. For some reason, I thought Ariel Zamora was down a knight, but in reality, he's up in exchange. So getting this rook to the center rapidly is key. So it looks like it has to go to b1 to b3. And we're a little behind in this endeavor. Rook to c1. Get the Capablanca's candidate passed pawn moving. Let's get Capablanca's candidate passed pawn moving. Who else is still playing? This is the game of the day. For whatever reason, because GM Fisher was the higher rated player, and that's the perspective that we're looking at it from, we're going to switch it to always be from white when we're observing games. So that way we know who's actually white, who's actually black. Well, that creates a little bit of a problem. 92 check is a problem on all counts. Ariel Zamora has to find rook b1, but he's still going to have a problem after 92 check knight c3, so it looks like rook e1 is the only move. No, that's not going to do it. Whoa! GM Fisher's going for more, playing on Ariel Zamora's lack of time. Oops. If it weren't check, he would have had queen to e5 check.
Said.
Now it's mate.
Editing the podcast is now so easy we can do as many as you want.
That's amazing. That is great to hear. So is there perpetual check? We don't have much of a choice here. Check. Knight check. And it's mate. That's excellent, Rogan. That's excellent to hear. Yeah, Streamlabs podcast. Good to know. Because you're already doing Streamlabs Ultra, I imagine. And we can use Streamlabs.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Yet.
Yeah, we're sort of forced into it.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. It's got some other tools I have not tried yet.
So I'm really, really regretting and not liking our talking over each other during the stream. Me rambling on and you trying to get a word in edgewise doesn't really work for me. I really want you to have absolutely equal time. We're going to go with the G6 idea. Move 3, and I've taken 3 seconds per move. And now for something completely different.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. We might try Streamlabs Recording Studio.
Yes, we should.
Richard
Since
Smith.
we're both familiar with it, let's do it.
Capablanca.
Richie, Arsenal fan Richie. Good morning. Good morning. Do I wish to do this? Or do I wish to not? I don't think I have a choice in the matter, actually. I am a little bit bothered by this.
Richard Smith.
Said. Are you playing exclusively D4 and Cole-esque systems in honor of the Great One?
No, unfortunately, I am not. I am absolutely not. So let's see here. He is attempting to bother the daylights out of me.
Oli.
Said. Good morning, Big John. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Oli. We need to give Kingslayer Sloan a little bit of a nod. It's too bad I'm not actually winning a piece here. In fact, I'm very close to losing a pawn out of the deal. So let's not lose a pawn out of the deal. Let's only lose an exchange.
said. Kingslayer Sloan hello.
Richard Smith
said. It's a hard choice between Kappa and Fisher for my favorite player of all time, but I think I give the nod slightly to Capablanca for the clarity with which he played. It's inspiringly simple for him.
Indeed. Let's see, we're attacking 3 things. Can he defend all 3? He can. We're going to continue with the attack on many.
Kingslayer Sloan
said.
Because we wish to trade queens.
Hello dear sir.
So, he's hoping to get to the 7th rank. Alright, fair enough. He can get to the 7th rank.
Said. Another very rare queen trap in my game.
Nice. Do I dare? We just have to keep gaining time.
Holy.
Said. Kingslayer Sloan, what happened with your account? Because I got a message it was closed.
Is my opponent hoping for some simplification? That is the question. So, we really don't want...
Richard Smith
said. I liked b6 there for the slow pressure on c3 could meet ra1 with rc7.
Takes check, and then knight moves. So we have to do some analysis here rather than moving quickly all the time. How about that? Let's do some analysis here quickly. Was Kingslayer Sloan's account closed? That's not good. So this is the instant move that I would like to play.
Only 14970 I got banned for nothing on my part and then unbanned, yay.
Mm-hmm.
Richard Smith
said. BD5x6 loses material or...
So now... we're just trying to get our stuff to the best possible squares. So bishop takes... what was that line of analysis? Bishop f6. Yes. And now for something completely different. Just try to batten down some hatches, that's all. Yes, he's got queen e8, queen d5. He's got no queen e8, got no rook e7.
Holy.
Said. Oli 14970. Oh, okay, I saw you unfollowed me and a message account closed.
Do you get a message when somebody unfollows you? Is that true? Are we talking about the same things? So now I still don't want Queen E8. Now, is Rook E7 still alive? Oh no, he's got that.
Holy.
Said. I check with Wizbot sometimes.
Well, that's a bummer.
Richard Smith.
Said. I didn't know that I don't think I've ever had a message about the tens of dozens of people who unfollow me on a regular basis, lol.
And now the winner is... We're going for it, folks. How many pass pawns do we actually need? Oh no! He fooled me! Nice work, sir. He slimed. That was good content.
Said. Yet all routine unforeseen problems involving being hacked.
Nicely done.
Richard.
Fisher.
Said. I appreciate how calm and clinical this conversion was despite looking very scary at some points.
Oh, except for the stalemate at the end.
Richard Smith.
Said. Oof.
So how were you hacked? So you got banned for nothing. So if you get banned on Twitch,
Ujjval Bussin.
they close your account?
Check my game quickly, please.
Alrighty. Against FDS? Nicely done. I see it coming already. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. We haven't even brought any pieces out yet. Nicely done, sir. And Ujjval versus Aram. Yes, this is my favorite line of the Carl. I absolutely love it when people play the advanced variation. It's like the world's easiest variation. The only regret I have about the advanced variation is the unfortunate part of having to give up the bishop pair.
Holy.
Some
Said.
two minor pieces versus a rook.
Sloan in one case Twitch banned a follower of me and didn't tell me the reason. OFC, he thought I banned him because he was banned only on my channel.
But he was banned overall, right? Hold on, so we got Kingslayer Sloan.
Said.
We didn't get Oli.
The refutation is surprising. C3 is most natural, but 3 is the move, and you go and kick the bishop after giving up on C5 with B4 and B5.
Richard Smith.
Yeah.
Said. The trick is giving up C5 favorably.
A3 is more problematic, but hanging on to the pawn is not favored by most of the strong players. They would rather just play the position with knight f3.
Holy.
Said. Twitch admitted they banned him, but they are not allowed to tell me the reason. Weird.
It's possible that he may have messaged someone inappropriately. I need to turn on some heat. I'm feeling it. Alexa, what is 66 degrees in Celsius?
66 degrees Fahrenheit is about 18.89 degrees
Richard
Celsius.
Smith.
So it was 18 degrees
Can't be that I've sent tons of people inappropriate
on the second
messages.
floor here. Yeah, but they have to report you.
Said.
They probably know that it's just you.
970 Twitch is weird place, but all's well that ends well.
No, you have to protect people. I believe it had something to do with sexual reference, probably to a streamer. One of, the most common causes, as it turns out, I think. So this is not a fortress, by the way. I think I would have kept that knight there for the fortress. But, okay, you're going for the pawn. That's fine. So it wasn't really worth it to allow the pawn to move forward.
Said. Only one
Knight check.
Yes, that's true, but it was hard to convince him that I didn't ban him.
Bishop check. I would play knight knight d6 first, probably, before I do anything else. Madame. Does that mean that they are an internet prostitute? Madam?
Richard Smith.
Said. It's difficult to be consistent. Really, being sexually charged is a part of being an adult, not easy to simply refrain from instincts, and then with online content.
Yes, indeed. So, for example, let's say you follow someone like,
Said.
I don't know, pick a streamer.
These instincts for monetary
Oh no,
success
this is
don't
going
stand
to
for
win
hot
for
tub
black
stuff,
now.
etc. It's a hard time
Or win for
young
white
people.
now. It's now a win for white, while it was problematic previously. The madam did not get what she deserved. I need to clean my screens. I cleaned my desk. I cleared everything off my desk. I Windexed it because I have a glass desk. And now I just need... I would have just pushed the pawn. There's no reason to make this any more complicated than it is. King to b5, I would have just won this the old-fashioned way with the pawn promotion, not even worrying about having a knight. So at least we have 15 as of round 2. Are we going to get more? Yesterday I
Smith.
advertised in...
Said. And they shouldn't be discouraged from their biological urges, which are again provoked with so much content that they don't necessarily choose to indulge in, but algorithms find them.
Richard
I
Smith.
do think they should be
Said.
discouraged from their
Then they make a
biological
mistake and are judged
urges.
and insulted.
I don't know. I am now this close to being on the Women's Advocacy Committee. And I do believe, hold on, we've got B4s, H4s. Can I really play H4? I need to work H4 into a repertoire. We're at 130 G4. We're at 170 G4s. We can probably get G4 off of our bill. G4 still gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's jeebies with a... That's jeebies with an... a G.
Richard Smith.
Fascinating.
Said. I'm not advocating sexual harassment, but young men are even castigated for being uninterested in the plethora of sexual content offered as incels.
Richard Smith.
Said. They're either incels or toxic masculinity.
Is it time to exchange on E7? I feel like it is, because our opponent has not played bishop to B7. I feel like it's time. Or should I wait? Bishop to B7, D6. Bishop takes B2. I want the pawn on C6.
Richard Smith.
Said. Even real feminists are starting to push back against this treatment of young men on the internet by society.
Richard Smith.
Said. Even the term feminism has been bastardized to go from wanting equal treatment to a cause for superiority and judgment.
This was all relatively a part of the plan. Amazingly enough, all relatively a part of the plan.
Kingslayer Sloan.
To isolate the C pawn.
WTH is bro talking about.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Want me to rid you of him?
Well, that was interesting. I expected Queen G5. I'm not up in exchange.
Richard Smith.
Said. Learn to read Rogan. I guess that Wafro has been weighing on your brain too much.
So he has the better pawn structure. That is a bummer. Knight e4. We have to go this way because we need to keep him from bothering us too much.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Sorry Richard, you're annoying for no reason.
Annoying for no reason? I wouldn't say that. He's definitely annoying for a particular reason. So, queen to h3. We seem to have battened down the hatches relatively appropriately. So he's giving back the pawn on the king side. Oh no! I did not see that threat. Nicely done, Patolfo.
Arsenal Fanraki.
Said. That pathetic Rogan, that was my account you banned. If you're an advocate of feminist superiority, then that on you, but you should at least read the context of the point rather than censoring it prior.
So wait a minute, what happened here? Rogan is usually not always the one, because Rogan makes his share of comments.
Arsenal Fanraki.
Said. It is often annoying reading perspectives you don't agree with, but in embracing them you can grow as a person.
Let's just see what we did wrong in that game. Hold on, I have to mark down my g4. I really enjoyed this position quite a bit. e3 was not as good as e4, or I should just play knight f3. The computer thinks I should just play knight f3, but it doesn't seem right. Nothing in the master's database. In the lead chess database, d4 and e4 have the best success rate. Certainly e4 has a lot to be said for it. My game has not yet registered as one of the lead chess games. Indexing 31 other players first. Well, at least I know where I am in the pecking order. So rook on a to c1 was a lemon. I lost an entire pawn on rook on a to c1. That's crazy. Rook on a to d1. I guess. And that way I have, if I play rook on a to d1, then I have knight f1, knight e3, knight to e5, possibly. I'm also concerned about bishop a6 at some point in the near future.
Kingslayer Sloan
said.
I was expecting queen to g5 here. I guess they don't have enough time to guard everything. Bishop takes g2, rook takes c8. So, okay. So in this particular position, king takes g2, rook to c1 again got the better of me. Rook to d1. Certainly better. h4 is probably better. I have too many weaknesses. Yeah, too many weaknesses. Rook to d1. And h5 runs into rook to d5. Or queen to d5. Queen to e4. I would have been happily okay with being down a pawn on the queen side. And I actually took this position completely for granted. h3 question mark. Then rook to g4. Ah, yes, rook to g4. And the queen cannot save the pawn so easily. So queen h1 check, rook to g1. If queen h2, then rook to g3. Queen h1, rook to g1.
But a sign of the times censoring every opinion out of fear of acknowledging it is the way to go. Well done.
Alright, let me just see what's going on here. Did you censor him on YouTube? You guys. Arsenal fan Richie has
Kingslayer Sloan
said.
Been far less toxic than, let's say, Quadra Spassky.
The well-heeled king
said. Hey John, how's it going?
It's going. So bishop to g4 is actually quite awkward for black. Perhaps because of the weakness of b7.
Kingslayer Sloan
said. I thought he was some random annoying person.
Nah, he's one of our VIPs. He's been with us from the very beginning, Roken. Believe it or not. And perhaps it is easier to not believe it, but
Arsenal Fanraki
said. It's a talking point and a response to a comment already made by the streamer. I repeat, it's not your place to decide. It also is more healthy to try and refute the comments on their merit or lack thereof than simply silence them.
Arsenal Fanraki
said. Anyway, enough of the chess community today. Take care, John.
Richie, great to see you. Hope your daughter is doing well. I believe it's your daughter. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I know MD Knight Zero has chimed in with his daughter's perspective.
Arsenal Fanraki
said. Work on embracing debate and reading Rogan. Perhaps I won't judge you permanently for being a part of the problem.
Can I play rook to e8?
Kingslayer Sloan
said. I don't give a shit what they are. I did not realize it was based of John S. comment. They however were annoying and unneeded and no different from a random troll being annoying for little reason.
Arsenal Fanraki
said. Should time yourself out for swearing.
Alright, gentlemen. Gentlemen. What is going on here? Queen to b6, queen takes d5, queen takes b2 versus queen f6, bishop e3.
What swearing?
I think it was the S word, but not for me to say. Yes. And now for something completely different. We are in a spot of trouble here, mate. Oh, he's got that move? This move, that move, that move, this move. Let's just keep threatening to threaten. The pawn on b7 is not being attacked as long as we have rook to b8.
Kingslayer Sloan
said. Bearing in mind it quite literally is my job to censor.
Indeed. I've been at that same crossroads in your stream, but I know that many of your chatters, Rogan, are on the same page with you So I don't do it unless you find it offensive, but we will see what it is that we are most bothered by. Get a knight to d4.
Kingslayer
That's
slow.
so bizarre. So if I take...
For instance, in your stream, I know you're not that political and like to keep it chess-related fun.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Indeed.
If you read it, which I can only assume you didn't, and make the connection it is for no reason, then you simply don't care about the plight of young men. There is a reason why suicide rates are astronomical among young men. In fact, in under 35-year-olds it is the leading cause of death. It is not your job to censor, it's your job to prevent harassment and devolution of chat. In fact, it isn't even your job. I can only assume you don't have a real job to equate it to, so you're forgiven.
Kingslayer Sloan.
So, just a heads up,
I
Rogan,
even agree with the guy.
Arsenal fan is just as much of a fireworks fellow as Quadraspassky. As part of a heads up in this we could be winning the exchange, but what good will it do to win the exchange? It's got Queen E2, Rook E8.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. Anyway, I don't want to burn bridges forever. Have a good day, Rogan. Have a good day, John the First. Don't wish any ill will. It's a legitimate issue and people shouldn't be discouraged from being passionate about legitimate issues. Stay safe.
That is true. Life is getting a little bit difficult here for our opponent. Just a little bit difficult for our opponent.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. Dude, there is a time and a place.
Oh man. Check, check, check. Is it mate? Looks like it should be mate. Knight H2 mate. Although I was tempted by bishop to D3. Putting that final position into our positions database, it will appear. It will appear in our book. I have so many positions to process, my God. Was there anything to stop this? G3. Checkmate is now unavoidable. So knight to G4 check, and then he could have resisted with King H1, Bishop E4 check, Knight e4, queen e4, or just plain queen to d2, threatening mate. Yeah, I thought bishop e4 was the way we were going to go. Queen e4, king g1, queen e3.
Kingslayer Sloan
said, I also don't spam my local gaming community with my thought on feminist theory.
Feminist theory, that is true. I've enjoyed our conversations, Rogan, when we have to be at odds and those things. It's true. Before the Opera Spiel event this afternoon, let's see if my student got back to me on whether or not we were on today.
Arsenal Fanraki
said, well, you can have the alternative, which is no chat at all.
That is true. Which is common in my chat, by the way. No chat is common in my chat.
The way you're used to.
Exactly. Rogan, Arsenal, love you guys. Alright? I should have taken that opportunity to get more coffee. Rogan and I have already bandied about the opposite ends of the spectrum in the women's chess community in our Facebook, in our French Bishop Chess Cast. Oh. I'm wondering if Chess Chopin has retired himself from it. And I bring in another grandmaster, perhaps, who's very outspoken on these things. Especially these things.
Kingslayer Sloan
said, yeah, we were so unhappy just discussing chess and normal stuff. Let's not stop there, let's talk religion.
Indeed. I had some great conversations with my, because I went to, for a brief period of time, I'm not sure if it was more than 1 year, 2 years, my high school, my Catholic high school upbringing, I managed to get myself banned for a fight during an assembly. It wasn't much of a fight. I just knocked the guy out.
Arsenal Fanraki
said, religion is low-hanging fruit, let us discuss oil.
Discuss.
Kingslayer Sloan
said, but a 12-part essay on your reason on why the world sucks is just annoying to say the least.
Oil. No, it is true that, let's pull that curtain just a little bit more. I actually had to hang curtains because the Saturday and Sunday morning streams were pretty much whiteouts for me with the sun coming through this window. Adolfo may be meeting his maker.
Kingslayer Sloan
said,
Ali Reza.
He even know it was you, but the treatment should be the same no matter the person.
Arsenal Fanraki
said, And yet my points are always coherent and always logical, and I can write essays so fast it says a lot about how much I know about the topics I'm spamming.
Well, most people do get into those.
I was at a Ricky Gervais gig on Friday evening, so I have a few new ideas on how to tear religion apart.
The well-heeled king.
Tear.
Let's get all the streamers in here. Good morning, Mike. We've got Richie, Mike, and Rogan. I saw you finished second in your Rapid Arena, Mike.
Said. Ricky Gervais is a smart guy, but I feel like the amount of faith people place in atheism is somewhat equivalent to people who are extremely passionate in their theism.
Their theism?
Said.
It takes a tremendous amount of energy.
The well-heeled king.
Said. Nice shout out, John, thanks.
You're welcome. Although I would like to say more. I remember writing that one in a hurry. DS. Have we played before? What is our record? Somehow I am ahead, even though he is a better player than me.
Anderson Blue.
Said. I have Hunter today.
Ah, good luck, Anderson.
Said. Arsenal fan Ricky, there is no faith in atheism. Atheism is just a lack of faith in any god.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. For example, people who develop a personality based around dissing Christianity and the superiority of science but refuse to acknowledge that string theory is completely unproven and based on faith in one superiority that makes up for the inefficiencies of others.
The well-heeled king.
Said. Atheism says nothing about what you believe, only what you don't believe.
Interesting. Also very true.
Said. The well-heeled king, which is faith in.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said. You could argue a more scientific philosophy is agnosticism.
Arsenal fan Ricky.
Said.
That's true.
Because it awaits scientific confirmation.
Agnosticism definitely needs more time. I don't want to give him any more center pawns than he already has. So therefore, knight to e5 gets in the way of my rook. Let's just continue with the weakening of my d6 square. We didn't clear f8 in order to retreat the bishop. We cleared f8 for the knight. As part of a nice developing plan. Anderson, this is another one of those Sicilian formations where you just have to know the move knight to d7.
Anywho.
Thank you, Mike. How are you doing, by the way?
The well-heeled king.
Said. Chess, great subject for a chess
Anderson,
chat.
I was going to call you. I don't know if you know.
Kingslayer Sloan.
Said. The well-heeled king IKR.
Anything about what happened yesterday.
Said. Yeah, how was the gig? I loved his Flanimals show a long time back. The well-heeled king.
The only thing that I regret about bishop h6 and leaving my bishop on g7 is that I don't get to keep the bishop pair. But I don't really want him gathering more around my king than needed. It's fascinating that the pressure that I feel when I'm not streaming, several Sunday mornings when my grandson was giving me some beans, interestingly enough, I had the issue where
The well-heeled king
said. Arsenal fan Ricky, it was brilliant. I spent the best part of an hour and a half doubled up laughing. Best live stand-up comedy I've ever been to.
I'm just glad you got out of the house, Mike. I'm happy that you're out and
Arsenal
about.
fan Ricky
Said. XD.
Now, Ricky Gervais is extremely priceless. Absolutely and awesomely extremely priceless. So now we seem to have everything covered. Maybe, just maybe, I could have waited with the
Arsenal fan Ricky
I could have waited with Queen F6.
He is a very funny guy, yet I still watch the XFM stuff every now and then.
Do I wish to do it that way, or do I want to take on h6 first, allow h7? Knight takes, h takes. Fine. We'll just keep our pawn structure. For lack of a better word, we will keep our pawn structure moving. So let's just say if he plays bishop g7, king g7, queen h6, king g8, knight g5, queen g7, is having the queen trapped in there best? Is that the way to do it? Yeah, let's see what we've got. Let us see what we've got. And we're going to free up White's center just a little bit. And the winner is, I've been here before. Check, check, check. Do we settle for a draw in this game?
Said.
Got definite equality.
7KF8NE5.
Arsenal fan Ricky
I wasn't going back.
Was awkward.
I wasn't going back. I was going king f6, which is where I think I'm going now as well. But knight e5 is still an awkward move, so therefore we're going to continue. In the same vein, as you reminded me why I was going to king f6.
Arsenal fan Ricky
Said. 19RH7KF6R1H6K7NE5 still treble no.
It is a lot of trouble indeed. Why is my opponent disappearing from the chat? That's the question. right? That's the thing that bothers me the most. My opponent is disappearing from the chat. It looks like I'm losing the exchange, but I have a huge pawn advantage here.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. It's DIST racing, yet it starts to get the paranoia synapses firing.
Yes. So, do I have any recourse here? I don't think I do. And now for something completely different. Alrighty.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. G4.
Yeah, G4 would have been interesting.
Fudoros.
That was the shot.
Yesterday I played a guy with the nickname Aki, but provide we made a draw. He didn't cheat but made me paranoid.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. LOL, sounds about right.
Let's get everybody moving. Do I play this check and then move my rook? He's trying to tie me down.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. D2 KD1 KF6 and KG7 could be a plan.
All part of the plan, folks.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. GG.
Once again, like I said, he plays better chess than me. It sort of reminds me of my matches with Arsenal Fan and Ron Hay in the beginning. When we first started playing, I knew that Arsenal Fan and Ron Hay were better players, but I somehow managed to keep ahead of them by a hair, only from resourcefulness and cleverness and ridiculous conniving. But it never occurred to me that they were not the better players against me. Did my knight ever leave f8, by the way? Oh yeah, my knight left f8 to help win the game. That was crazy. Right? Can you believe that my knight helped win the game? Anderson, if you're still here, I really do want you to shake off anything and everything that could cause you any amount of distress or distraction during this tournament that you're about to play. Basically, I want you to just play good chess, let the result take care of itself, and don't think about anything, including external factors and stuff like that.
Arsenal Fanriki
said, I thought White played a great game, definitely a lot to take from it. You had to find a lot of defensive resources.
I have a lovely book that I wanted to do. I don't know if it's still on my desk, but it was Petrosian and Defense. I was going to use it as part of a lesson plan. Yeah, defend like Petrosian.
GG.
What you can learn from Tigran Petrosian's defensive skills, as Petrosian was my original mentor. There are a handful of people that I want to help, and I have to put them on my list. Former students that are lingering around certain levels. Since they left me, when they were around 1900, 2000, 2100 strength, and they're still 1900, 2000, 2100 strength. And I'm like a little bothered by it. So I woke up this morning determined to get in touch with them and work on some sort of a coaching opportunity, not unlike how I am working with Anderson on retainer. Let's see where they are. Oh, I take it back. They're a little closer to 2100, but they're still in the 2000s. But really, it's a mindset issue when you get to the 2100 level, exceeding that for the most part. And the Edmar Mednes Memorial is going on in Omaha, Nebraska, where I played my second tournament. No, I didn't play my second tournament. I played my first tournaments in Lincoln, Nebraska, in the Midwest. A friend of mine was driving to Lincoln, Nebraska, and I did not know about tournaments until he told me about it. Yeah, this is a problem, folks. You do have to give up the knight.
Said NH6 NXH6 RC2.
No, the problem returns. You can't. Ah, he has Rook F2, you mean. And now we are in troubles because we are no longer stalemated. Pawn takes and we're no longer stalemated. What? Pawn takes and we're no longer stalemated. So rook versus knight now. That was close. The mate still exists. Oh no, it's happening on this square now. Alright, good. We can escape. We can escape. Rook. I don't know about this one. It was far worse than the opponent could have figured. But this is still a win for black. Let's see here. Knight, knight, and knight. Does the knight catch it? So knight takes rook. Hold on. Knight takes rook was the simplest, by the way. By far the simplest. Knight takes rook was the simplest. King takes. Then knight f5. h4. It's even easier than I thought. We have check and knight to g5, and then it's game over. Yep, that was simplest. You need to cross and cover with the knight. Oh no, not the check! And it still does not win. So if black really wanted to win this game, right around here, instead of pushing the pawn, we had to scooch our king now to safety. To avoid any rook movements with check. And then in this position we have knight to e4. And this probably wins. Because we can step up. Even though it might be a drawn rook and pawn ending. So this is still a drawn endgame. If black can hold by running to the corner. This one could slow us down quite a bit. What round are we up to here? We're only 5 rounds in. Let's see if I can start to connect with this student on WhatsApp. It's much better to use WhatsApp. Grammar school, chess. When does the 50 move rule kick in? Let's look back to see. Rook takes h8. So the last pawn move, or the last capture, was here. The sooner we gave up the pawn, the sooner we can actually play it. So on move number 82, for black, it will be 50 moves.
Art
said. Good tip.
That's a questionable thing in the United States, as note-taking is frowned upon, so it's a little tricky. Any marks and remarks on the score sheet other than writing the times is somewhat verboten. I agree about circling the move number, but even circling every 10 moves to manage your time is a form of note-taking.
Said. Does that count? We were allowed to do it in fighting events in UK.
Yeah, I don't think it's really a bother. But in general, so 132 for black. You just have to note when or where the option takes place.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. Yeah, the note-taking thing is annoying. The amount of times I've seen a cool line in game and wanted to write it on back of score sheet so I could refer to it in analysis is mental.
But you could put a square around that move. But
then you forget about it.
No, you put a square around the move. And the note-taking continues. No, you're supposed to go back to where you were, sir, if you want to repeat the position. You have to put a square around the move. So yeah, put a square around the move. If you're allowed to take circles for the other thing, then why not put squares around the move? When you want to refer to it later. And then you can put triangles around the move. Maybe a triangle around the move, because there's an idea there. Intending or intention, right? I think black is getting into a little bit of trouble here. He's managed to hold the third rank fairly well. But now it's getting a little bit more tedious. Uh-oh. They've been separated. And the knight is now boxed in. The knight is now trapped. No, you're supposed to play... Yeah, that's one way to trap the knight. So now king to... The knight only has d1, really. Note that all the squares for the knight have been limited. So there's only d1. And if it goes to d1, then rook to b2, and the king just walks back. So the knight doesn't have d1. Now the knight doesn't have f4 or there, so the knight is actually lost in this position. He's not making it to move number 132 because he separated his king and knight. This is the only thing that you do have to worry about. Adolfo really did spiral after his loss to Alireza, who showed that he was human. Right now, Padolfo is breaking furniture in his hotel room between rounds, shattering coffee tables. I mean, if you're going to circle moves, you might as well be able to put triangles and rectangles as well. We're going with G4.
That's a hard loss to take. Looked like it was game.
172.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. That's a good point.
Yeah, it's pretty clear, honestly. Pretty darn clear to me. We're going to make sure that where does it stop? You know? It's very awkward. If you're going to allow note-taking, do I want to go that way? Do I want to close up the center? I want my bishop to be able to exchange itself. So he has to recapture with a pawn, or does he? 1, 2, 3, and he has 2 in reserve.
Arsenal Fanriki
Yes.
Said. If it was me, I'd draw the line and preventing variations being written and allow anything else to be legal provided it fit inside the boxes.
Makes sense. We have a target, ladies and gentlemen. We have a target. My pieces are uncoordinated. I don't like it.
Arsenal Fanriki
said. That knight is a monster on e5.
Indeed he is. Probably going to have to go. Unfortunately, I should not have moved my knight from d2. I weakened the c4 square.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. I get it though, you didn't like it on d2 cos of the d3 square.
Kythinsky.
Said. Sorry I'm late.
No worries, Keith Onsky. How are you? I am experiencing some major technical difficulties with rook h1, knight h1, queen to that square. Alright, well, we don't have much of a choice, as it turns out.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. B2 tactics abound.
Indeed.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Yep,
Said.
we are in
Does
troubles.
B4 work?
What's that? We're definitely going to have to play this because we can't stop all the other things from happening.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Yeah.
Said. QA3 resigns.
I am still working on rumors of my death being greatly exaggerated. Maybe not so exaggerated, though. C'est la vie, everybody. C'est la vie. Let's see where we went wrong. I played knight to b3 way too fast. The c4 square became weak. I had to play f4 straight away. I'm fairly certain that I was okay up until either I play knight to b3 straight away, knight to f3 straight away.
Said. It's amazing how quickly the tactics flowed for him.
Yeah, it was bad. This bishop is a beast, and I got way too cute by castling queenside.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. Position wasn't pleasant, but didn't look that bad.
So what happened here? In this particular position, knight to d2 was awkward. I was doing quite okay until I got very cute with the c4 pawn. D takes c5, keep the pawn weakened. Yeah? I don't want to let this bishop out by allowing knight takes e5. And that was where it all began.
Said. Can you play f4 after c5?
Wow. I don't really want to invite that bishop into the game. My king is still in the center, so I can't quite do it. I'm just going to say that's a no. And knight takes d4 could be better. Immediately. Saving me some time. I hallucinated that I was going to be able to exchange off this terrible bishop. But yeah, knight f3 or even bishop takes e5. I think knight f3 is also good. Yeah, knight f3 is also good.
Said.
I probably would have gone with knight f3.
Apparently.
Castles and knight f3. So in this particular position, he's threatening to capture.
Arsenal Fanriki.
He's threatening
Said.
nothing.
0-3 0.
0.03 after f4. That looks good. Wow. Alright, so in this position, knight to b3 definitely had to be less than best. I think f4 or castles. Yeah, castles is up there. Can I play f4? I was mildly concerned about this. Yeah, B5. I'm losing material. Going back to Arsenal fan suggestion.
Said. Q.
F4. Using our system resources to the best of our ability. Yep, take the bull by the horns. Thank you, Richie. That was a good move suggestion. I would shy away from it just because of the nature of the position. I'm not really ready to implode the whole position. E takes d4, C takes d4, knight c6, b d5, knight to b4. Just seems like I'm so weak. But if I get d5 in, I'm quite happy.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. Yet I was just thinking like Czech Benoni style, where with that structure f4 is usually a desirable break.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of the Czech Benoni. I've had some brilliancy prizes in the Czech Benoni. It's one of my anti-London options as well. Just to play e5 and let my London players see if they can still get a bishop to f4 after that. Wow, I can't believe that I'm still in random third place here.
Arsenal
That seems hard. Uh-oh, Arcarco is going to serve me up a
I got
loss.
decimated by it last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Arsenal Fanriki.
Said. I've been playing so badly for so long.
Well, I've been playing badly for 40 years. I've gotten used to it. I think I would have gone with g5. I might have gone with g5 in order to create an outside pass pawn here. This is getting a little problematic. Are we going to be able to do anything in this position? Check followed by e4. h5 pawn's falling. g7 pawn could be falling. Rook a3. Now we've got some. I'm sorry, rook c3. I'm looking at a3. Could be counterplay. All right, we need. And I apologize in advance, everyone. We need to take a coffee break. Oh, I almost typed it in WhatsApp. It's this terrible camera that we've got. It switches cameras. I have to amend my intermission camera. Coffee. I'll be back. Alright. Oh no. Oh no, I can't get out of the game. I thought I had paused it, but I was wrong. Stay calm. It is our cargo. So now for something completely different. We have to get out of Dodge. That's all there is to it. I don't think he's really giving up his bishop pair, is he? Would he do that? All right, he's getting one of his pizzas back. Let's just go with the counterattack. Can never get enough counterattacks. Oh no, it's check. But he did have knight takes queen, winning a free piece. So I should count myself lucky. Very, 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 very lucky that he did not see that. Oh no! How do I do this to myself? How do I do this to myself? Queen e5, e5, anything other than what I played, ladies and gentlemen. Anything other than what I played. I'm doing well all the way to the end. Rook on f to d8. Move my king. Anything other than what I did. Anything in this position actually is better than what I did. Even queen takes c4 is better because I would have been quite happy with a draw. Craziness. Anything other than allowing my queen to be taken with check. I was going to play knight takes f3 check in reply. As my first chess coach told me, first king wins. With our cargo's new account, I am only 0-3. Let's see what happened to the old R cargo. Was I down on time? Could I blame anything in that position other than the fact that I was an idiot? This looks like a tactical problem here. This actually looks forced. Knight f4. Back rank weakness. Adolfo is going for it. He found a way to defend all of his stuff. Magnus, you had a bishop f5. What are you waiting for, sir? Your knight is a monster knight. I know you're worried about h3 and g4, but you can worry about that after. And now there are back rank threats. This will create a problem for Magnus. Did he have another move in mind here? Probably rook e8 right away if you must not play bishop to d3. And this move probably would have been more to the point. Threatening to remove the defender and take on d5. Oh no, in this position was there a fork? Oh, he missed this opportunity. And he still missed this opportunity. Down a whole rook. If I were white, knight takes d4 versus 2 pieces for the rook. I mean, the king fork was still there. So what can you do? There's no way out of that. Where is our lumbar support? Our other lumbar support might work better than this one. And this one to hold it up. There we go. Lumbar support. Oh no, and I got edged out by our cargo at the last minute. But I deserve that loss. So I only got 3 whites in. 3 G4s, I believe. Wait, Yes, Alireza was G4. I only managed to win 1 out of the 3. Let's check our status here. We're at 173. We still need a couple of G4s before we end the day. So let's see, 5. So 5 days left to finish G4. Get everybody moving. We're behind on time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll worry about everything else later. Yes, but we got our 4th G4 in. That was a lovely game, despite the appearances. Such is bullet, ladies and gentlemen. Such is bullet. Let's get to our next and last G4 to finish the day. Where are you going?
Arsenal Fanraki
said. QXG5 is practical, seems like some compensation tbh.
Arsenal fan rookie.
Said. Until 0-0 that was.
Should we finish it out? Can we get 5 H4s in? No, I have a lesson at 10:30, so this isn't going to work. Yeah. Not worth it, everybody. It's not worth it. We just have to decide, where do we go from here? Well, we got a customer, folks. Another customer. What were we going to do? We got 2 blocks in a row. That was totally unfair. Tomorrow's Monday morning, but we will have 9 rounds tomorrow morning to get in 5 of a particular color. Victory for H4. Oh, that's a bummer. E4 helped. G4 helped. H4 again. H4 again. Let's not hang our bishop again. Another win for h4. Only one game left. Cross our fingers that we get white. Oh man, I blundered. He didn't know e5? We'll transpose. I miscalculated. I forgot that he can take with the queen. I was expecting bishop takes king there. 'Tis a bummer. One more chance at h4. One last... Oh! We didn't get h4 in. Oh no, I lost a pizza? Bishop f4 is a good move. Until it's not. Don't get it. Yeah, I hung my rook. At least it didn't appear on my permanent record, did it? Yeah, that one appeared on my permanent record. But it looked good until it wasn't. 50th. Fair enough. Alright.
Mad Keep Chess.
Said. All a kind's gun sideways gangster style.
Mad Quick Chess, how are you, Mon? It's great to see you. We're headed to South Africa this time.
Mad Keep Chess.
Said. Hit M for 1,300 yesterday, hit lucky seat twice 250x 500.
Hold on here. We might change it because Ron Hay could be playing. No, he's not playing. The Swedish League is playing. Fedamaster is broadcasting. Oh, it did that whole thing on intermission? How sad. I forgot to take it off of intermission. Thanks, everyone. Cheers and ciao. I don't know if I'm rating with only 2 viewers. Where did everybody go? We had 8 viewers just a moment ago. In any event, thanks everyone for being here. Matt Quick Chess, Dark Blade, always a pleasure. Cheers and ciao. Thank you.